Hello, guys, and welcome to Cricket Caviar. Hasaranga, Hasar the man. Everyone was saying, especially I heard Russell Arnold he was complaining even now post match, that how Vanindu Hasaranga has not lived up to his all rounder billing. We were all wondering when Hasaranga, who always delivers with the ball, when will he come good with the bat? And today was that crunch moment, as soon as the captain of Hong Kong, Yasmin Murtaza, bowled a no ball and Hasranga got a free hit. From there on, he went on to snatch that game. Sri Lanka had lot of humps today on the way to the victory. They got constant speed breakers. The ball started turning. Hong Kong spinners were excellent. Of course, there was a Sri Lankan coach who was really motivated to show the home country. Kaushal Silva, who was Dimut Karunaratne's opening partner for a long time. And, I have to appreciate Hong Kong first. Nizakat Khan and Anshuman Rath, the boy from Odisha, India, he played a brilliant knock. He anchored it brilliantly, but it was Nizakat Khan. What Nizakat means in Urdu is class and touch, and Nizakat Khan was all about that. But the guy who's ruling the roost right now, and a lot of us actually predicted him to be the top scorer of Asia Cup. He's Pathum Nissanka, back-to-back 50s to start the Asia Cup, and both 50s were absolutely clutch. Sri Lanka could not have won both the games without his 50. And this is the guy who's been given the freedom to, earlier he was known as a conservative opener, but he's been given the freedom to go out and, he has tampered his game a bit. Those pickup shots that you see, he was always a very good cut player, very good pull player, but those pickup shots you see over fine leg, it's where I think Pathum Nissanka's game has really come beautifully, developed beautifully. And he's becoming one of the best T20 openers, one of the most consistent T20 openers, and also playing with a good strike rate. Of course, some luck also helped, plus his brilliant form that has been going on since Zimbabwe. Actually, that has been going on since forever. But those catches, you could blame Hong Kong. Basically, they're part-time cricketers. You can't really expect them to take up all the catches. Some of the catches were actually tough. Some return catches should have been taken. The one catch on the boundary, I think everyone was speaking about the lights in Dubai, how there's a ring of fire and you can easily lose the ball in that. Whether those catches cost Hong Kong the match, we can't comment on that, because I think Sri Lanka had that batting till number 8, and that's what we discussed in the Sri Lankan preview, that that batting there till number 8 really helps a lot. And Hasaranga coming at number 8, I expected Kamindu, because he's such a man for the pressure, to finish that game. They lost 4 wickets. Sri Lanka lost 4 wickets in 13 balls, just 2 overs. But, Hasaranga was a cool cat. The Sun Shana Cup, he has been there, done that many times. There has been some questions over his form, but he also stood tall till the end. And I think Hong Kong fought tooth and nail. They knew that the ball was turning. They bowled their spinners in. They could have bowled Atiq Ahmed, who bowled the 19th over. They could have bowled him a few more overs. Also, Kinchit Shah, I think he could have bowled a few more overs. So, they used a full quota of Ayush Shukla's over, who was rather expensive, although he took the wicket of Kusal Mendes. Coming to Kushal Mendes, he started really slow today. 3 of 10, then obviously scored a couple of boundaries. But, the worrying sign for Sri Lanka from this game will be the power play, because they lost the power play. They scored 35 for 1, whereas Hong Kong scored 42 for 1 in the power play. Middle overs, I think Hong Kong played to their absolute limits. Sri Lanka played great. Pathum Nishanka, even Kushal Pereira chipping in with some shots. Kamil Mishara today was looking a bit different from what we saw in the last game. I hope he learns from the experience because the Kamil Mishra I know is an offside player who actually plays the offside ball to the offside. But today he looked more of a slogger again. He tried to, one of the sixes also that he scored was actually a pure slog, and then he got out also slogging. Uh, Hong Kong really, came back very well in this game, and they made the first close contest of the Asia Cup. And Sri Lankan fans, I think you should take this game positively, because I think every team needs a tight game to get the juices flowing. Because if every game is a dull game, by the time you reach playoffs, you're like, come on, give me some fun. You want to enjoy cricket also. So I think these kind of games really unite a team, really get the juices flowing. And the juices were certainly flowing for Sanat Jasuria, who was back to his nervous nail biting self, sitting ahead of the entire dugout and biting his nails. So, I'm sure he also enjoys this superstitions and enjoys the game. He's really involved in the game. That is something I have to give Sanat Jasuria the credit for. But yeah, the bowlers did fine for Sri Lanka. Dushmanta Chamira was again brilliant. He's been rock solid. Tushara, they dropped Pathirana, which was, I think, a good call. They played Thikshana. Uh, Tushara was a bit expensive today, but I'm sure he will come good. He bowled decently in the power play, which has been his weakness, but now is turning into his strength. I think he bowled well enough in the power play. Uh, Death bowling was superb from Sri Lanka. Again, Dushmanta Chamira there also was superb. Asalanka chipped in with the bowling. Shanaka bowled 1 over again. But yeah, good to see Asalanka bowl 3 overs, so that gives them a lot of options. I wish somehow they could also include Dunit Vellalage for one game. That would be interesting to see. But yeah, amazing win. All I could say is that these kind of games fire you up, unite you as a team. You're going to the business end. You're qualified for the Super 8. Now it's up to Afghanistan and Bangladesh. Whoever wins tomorrow, it's a virtual quarterfinal, and will go through to the Super 4s. Sri Lanka has already gone to the Super 4s, so now things are heating up, and Sri Lanka were looking a bit off color in the T20Is versus Zimbabwe. They are still not the perfect team, so that I can call them the second best team in this tournament after India, obviously. But I think they are very close to being there. So, the depth that they have in bowling and batting, the quality of all-rounders, and we highlighted this properly in the preview that we did for Sri Lanka. Uh, you know, I think that is very crucial in T20Is. Even if Hasaranga would have got out, I think somehow Thikshana would have gotten this job done. But it's a good close escape for Sri Lanka, and Hong Kong will be thinking, they will be regretting dropping some catches, or maybe not scoring some more runs at the death after being in such a good position after 15 overs. And Kushal, Pathum Nissanka will also be thanking his luck a bit that he got those. So the template for Sri Lanka is clear. Like even we saw it in Zimbabwe that Pathum Nissanka has to bat 10 plus overs. And that's what Jasuria has planned, that Pathum Nissanka has to bat 10 plus overs, and then either Kamindu or Charit Asalanka or Shanaka or Hasaranga, anyone can be a finisher and finish the game, and they can take those risks once they have the equation under the control. And that's exactly what Pathum Nissanka did. Like when he got out, it was 30 of 30 balls, so the equation was always in favor of Sri Lanka. So it was not the very tight game. Could have been more tight. They needed 23 of 3 overs, and if Murtaza had bowled a good over there, it could have been a lot tougher. But what Murtaza did is he bowled a no ball there. He didn't get his length right, and he was smashed by Hasaranga, and they got that finished the game in that over itself, because After that, it was 9 of 12, and they simply had to take the singles. Awesome win for Sri Lanka. Very happy. As a supporter of Sri Lankan cricket, I really want an India Sri Lanka final. That's always been the Asia Cup for me, the Indian Sri Lankan final, because hardly Pakistan or Bangladesh make the finals of Asia Cup. It's always been India and Sri Lanka, the two most dominant nations in the history of Asia Cup. So hopefully it's going to be the same. The depth and Chamira's form and Nisanka's form, and from the other end you have Abhishek Sharma blazing away. You have Varun Chakravarti, the king of the dawn of Dubai, and Kuldeep Yadav obviously in great form. And of course Jasprit Bumrah and Chamira and Jasprit Bumrah comparison, Hasaranga and Varun Chakravarti, or Kuldeep Yadav, and that's where I think the game will be decided when India plays Sri Lanka, which I am very excited for in the Super Fours. Last time Sri Lanka did beat India in the Super Fours. They went on to win the Asia Cup T20. So let's see if India can turn around the things. Thank you for watching our channel, guys, and please do subscribe our channel Cricket Caviar, and please do comment about your views about the close victory versus Hong Kong. Thank you and take care. Good night.